What up, guys? It's Nathan, coming straight from Jakarta. I wanted to just shoot a quick video real quick about something that I keep getting questions about, and I know it keeps getting answered in different ways. So I wanted to give my perspective on it, and that is the process of moving someone from an invitation and the follow-up process and setting up different exposures before getting to a presentation, and what the difference is between an invitation, a follow-up, and a presentation, and making sure that people really understand that if you're having more than 2 or 3 minute chats with people, you're doing a presentation before they get to the presentation. So if you are someone who has been having a low level of rates of people that you're making invitations to that actually see a presentation, I can pretty much guarantee you with like 100% certainty that you're presenting in the invitation or the follow-up prior to even getting them to a presentation. Okay, so you're presenting way before you actually think that you're presenting. So there's a lot of different ways that people do this. I'm going to give you my way, and I would love to hear from people what they think about the style, what they do differently. See if we can get some banter going about people's different conceptions. So I touched on this a little bit before in a prior video, but my personal favorite way to make invitations and do follow-ups is always either on the phone or Skype or whatever the case may be, where you can get the kind of energy transference that makes a difference with other people. This is unmistakably a connection, relationship, people business, and they want to know that you care. You know, there's that the age-old saying that says that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that's a fact, man. And people are much more willing to have a look at what you're doing if you approach them in a direct, open, honest, and authentic way. So my strategy is always approaching people through either social media or texts or whatever the case may be, and I say something to the effect of, very simple: hey John, it's Nathan. You just popped into my mind. I have something really exciting I want to share with you. Message me. It's very simple. Message me back, and I'll let you know. And then when they always message back. I mean, it's like 100% of the time. And they'll say, sure, yeah, you know what's going on. And I basically say, look, man, when do you have 5 minutes to chat? And then, secure a time from them. And then when, get the time, put it in your diary, and then just call. Just do what you said you would do. Call, and then just say, hey, John, thank you so much for taking my call. I know that you're a busy person, and I actually have a lot going on as well, so I'll keep this brief. It's pretty simple. Right now, I have what I think is an unbelievably exciting entrepreneurial project that I'm launching right now, and I'm looking for, well, your help in some sense. But what I'm doing is I'm looking for people to have a look what I'm doing and giving me their feedback, and I'm also looking for a couple of key people to help me get the business off the ground, help expand it, and hopefully, really take it to the next level. So my question is, would you be open to having a look at what I'm doing and giving me your honest feedback, man? If you see any blind spots that I might have, or anything that you may see that sort of stands out to you, give me some feedback and see if it's something that might interest you personally, and see if it's something that you might be interested in partnering me with. And then just wait, and then when they say yes, say awesome. So before we get and if they start asking you questions, here's the key. If they start asking you questions about what you're doing, then the key is not to start telling them what you're doing, because the moment that you start explaining to someone what you're doing, you're presenting, and they begin to make up their mind whether they're interested or not before they get to your presentation. So this is I think this is what's missing in some of the interactions that people are having, is they're making presentations before they think they're making a presentation. And the distinction is, if someone is making up their mind about whether they want to look at what you're doing, then you're presenting. Okay? Because if you structure it the way that I've just been doing that, they should say yes all the time, because everybody's open to having a look at it, right? It's when they start making up their mind about what they think that it is when they start getting a little bit weird. Okay? So the beauty of this is you get them to say yes about 4 or 5 times before you actually move in with whatever tool that you're going to use. So right now I'm suggesting that my guys use the new 12-minute What is USANA video. So if they agree to your request to take a look at it and give you the feedback and seeing if it's something that might interest to them personally, say great. Before we get too far into it, why don't I do this? It'll save us a lot of time. I'll shoot you a quick 12-minute video, and you can have a look at it, and we can schedule a time to follow up and talk about it. Does that work for you? And they'll say yes. Say great. Thank you so much for that. If I sent it to you right now, when do you think you could realistically have it watched by for sure? And then just wait. And if they say, tomorrow after work, say, awesome, man. So here's the thing. I'll send it to you right now. And what time do you get off work tomorrow? 5. Oh, okay, 5. So do you have time like straight away right after you get off work, or do you have to go home and handle a couple of things, or when's the best time to call? Oh, I should be free at like 7:30. Say, awesome, man. Well, here's the deal. I'm going to send you the video right now, and we'll catch up tomorrow at 7:30. And do me a favor, when you're watching the video, just pull out a pen and some paper. Write down any questions, concerns, insights, whatever may come up for you while you're watching the video. Write them down for me, and I'll do the best that I can to answer all the questions that I can at that time. And then get off the phone. And so that's how you move from invitation to all the way to whatever third party that your tool that you're using, without presenting. So by presenting, I mean you're either on the phone talking too much, or you're texting and people are saying, what is it? And you start launching into what it is, right? As soon as you start launching into what it is, they're making up their mind, and you're presenting before you get to the presentation. So I hope that helped a little bit. That's going to be all that I want to talk about today, and then in the next video we'll talk about how to, after someone's seen the tool, how do you move them from their interest level into whatever the next level exposure is, which is some sort of 3-way call or presentation with your upline. Thanks.